In a piece this lunchtime, a senior officer pledges to get to the bottom of racism allegations made by two paratroopers in Colchester. Fishermen who campaigned for Brexit say the industry has been so badly damaged it may never recover.
And it's another beautiful, warm, sunny summer's day. It is, however, set to change for the weekend. Our typical forecast.
Hello, a senior officer has pledged to get to the bottom of allegations of racism on the 3rd Battalion Parachute Regiment in Colchester. Two former paratroopers from Murville Barracks are suing the Ministry of Defence, claiming it didn't do enough to prevent racial discrimination. Our chief reporter Kim Riley has just sent this from the Employment Tribunal in central London.
Senior officers from 3 Para have been questioned today by counsel for the two former paratroopers. South African Nicoleko Zulu arriving at the tribunal this morning. He served as a lance corporal in the regiment. He and Private Annie Jew from Uganda have both spoken of their shock at events on a 6-month exercise in Kenya 2 years ago. They said a corporal had referred to Kenyan soldiers as African animals. Their counsel, Christopher Milsom, today referred to a video of what he called a flagrant act of racial harassment towards an African child. He said the pair had 20 years of army service between them, but 6 weeks went by, no proper investigation was carried out. Captain John Grining, the adjutant for 3 Para, said racism in any form will not be tolerated, and that would include a demonstration of Nazi sympathies. He says any investigation has been hampered by a reluctance of the two soldiers to name names and give more details of the alleged incidents against them. But he said this has not blunted the determination of those commanding 3 Para to investigate and address such matters when we're able to do so. Tim Riley, BBC News, Central London.
Detectives investigating the rape of a 12-year-old girl in a park in Northamptonshire have issued this e-fit of the suspect. The attack happened close to the Railway Museum in Urchison Hudson Park in May. It was reported to police in June. The victim had been on her way to meet a friend. Fishermen in our region who've been campaigning strongly for Brexit are concerned the industry has been so badly damaged it may not recover. They're keen to take back control of our waters, get rid of EU quotas, and see an end to electrical pulse fishing, which they claim has devastated sole stocks off our coast. Here's Sean Peel.
There used to be 25 boats fishing out of West Mersey. Now there are just 7 on the seas. Johnny French has one of them. 30 years since leaving school. His dad Andrew has been doing it since 1965. Johnny blames the EU regulations, the marine management officials who he says treat them like criminals, and Dutch pulse fishing trawlers are gorging on the stocks.
Ridiculous quotas. The sea is full of skate and we're not allowed hardly any. Locked over souls here, but now there isn't because of the Dutch with their electric method fishing.
Pulse fishing is highly controversial. Waves of electricity shock the fish into the net. It's illegal under EU law, yet the Dutch have 84 trawlers. They get around the ban by claiming it's scientific research. Whatever happens, Johnny says the industry will never fully recover. Generations of knowledge and infrastructure are gone. His dad agrees. Brexit, if it comes, will probably be too late.
It's heartbreaking for me to see the decline in the fishing in Mersey.
Oh my god, I was so lucky. Oh,
For the souls, it would take 10 years to recover.
50
If those cold things were stopped. Nothing's going to happen overnight because of Brexit or no Brexit.
The owner of the lower stock fish auctions, June Mummery, wants to keep the pressure on. She wants out. When does she want it? Preferably yesterday. This week she took her seat in Brussels with the MEP for the East of England.
Oh, do I know?
Full control of our waters and the fish we can start to rejuvenate all of our coastal communities.
That's way too much.
After Brexit, access for EU fishermen to our waters and vice versa will be up for negotiation. And as Johnny French told me, there are so few of us left now, nobody really cares.
Sean Peel reporting. A high school in Norfolk, which grows its own fruit and vegetables, has not only won national awards, it's also been recognised by the Royal Horticultural Society. Weetham High has built its allotment using tyres and even lavatories, and everything grown goes to the school canteen or the local farm shop. Maria Veronese is there now. Maria.
Well, what a great day to be down here at the allotment at Weetham High School and College. Meet Shay and Fidel are the latest additions to the allotment project. It all started in 2015 and it's really taken off. They've got chickens too, as you can see. And Lucy, you were here since the beginning. Yeah. Why have you enjoyed it so much?
It's just such a lovely environment and everyone's just included and it's sort of a type of person to come back and say, yeah, lovely.
You were telling me earlier that it's a great place to be during exams, that kind of thing.
Yeah, school can get very hectic and it's just nice to come down here and do this stuff.
It's just
Well, follow me and I will show you where it all started. It was just a little bit further up from the animal enclosure here with some vegetable patches, which you can see here, and then it grew to having polytunnels. They use their own water. It's also sustainable. It's all organic, of course. And children can go and study in a bus down there, it's an eco bus, and keep away from the weather. So they can come down during any time of the year. Now, the mastermind behind this whole project is Matt Willer. Matt, you picked it all off. What inspired you?
Well, I think what inspired me is that coming to school shouldn't just be about testing exams. And of course they're important, but especially in this day and age, children need to learn to respect the environment and live more sustainable lives. So that's really what inspired me.
And you've won some projects with it.
Yes, that's right. So we won a big national award, and that was very humble to be recommended for that. And that inspired me to go and try and work with other secondary schools next year as a bigger project called the Papillon Project.
Now, this evening, as part of the annual project fundraiser, they're having a concert, and all of the vegetables grown here are going into a massive curry, and that's going to be sold to the audience to raise money as well.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Maria. Now, a 9-foot python which escaped from its owner's house in Cambridge through an open window has been captured. Turin went missing for 4 days. Cambridgeshire police had warned it posed a risk to small animals. Many residents have been looking for him, and last night he was spotted up a neighbour's tree just 50 metres away from his home. Let's get the weather with Kate, and it was looking nice in the allotment, but is it going to last through the weekend?
Unfortunately, Susie, I'm afraid not. We are in for a bit of a change today. Well, not really today, tomorrow. This is what it looks like. You just saw it the allotment. Blue sky. It's just a beautiful afternoon. The temperature steadily rising as well. There is a little bit of high clouds here and there, but it's really not getting in the way of the sunshine at all. So, this afternoon, warm, sunny, and it remains dry. Temperatures also on the climb as well today. We're looking at a maximum of around 24, 25 towards northern parts of East Anglia, down in Essex in the sunshine, 27 Celsius, so a lovely afternoon. Now, overnight, it stays largely clear. Like I said, a little bit of clouds, but nothing too much to worry about. The minimum temperature, again, still quite warm, around 12 or 13 Celsius. Now you'll notice this veil of cloud which is heading in our direction. It's actually a cold front. It arrives through the early hours of tomorrow morning and continues on the southward track as we head through Saturday itself. Now it should remain largely dry, but we've got just little spots of rain around. It's a very narrow band of rain which moves with that cold front. And as the name suggests, it introduces some slightly fresher air, so it's not going to be as warm tomorrow. Temperatures getting up to around 21, maybe 22 Celsius. Now that cloud will gradually clear towards the evening tomorrow. We could actually see clearance up in northern parts of East Anglia again, or Hampshire. You might get a bit of sunshine for the evening. Now Sunday, fairly similar. We're looking at rather grey skies, temperatures mid-teens, 15, 16 Celsius along the coast, 17 inland. And then as we head into next week, there is a bit of a question mark. You might just get a spot of rain here and there, but largely dry with some sunny spells and temperatures improving this week onwards.
Thanks, Kate. That's it for now. We're back this evening with Lookies at 6:30. Have a good afternoon. Bye.
How much do I have left? I know. 55. Oh my god.
If I could just simply say. Yeah, you can.
Something scary for Casey.
Huh?
Something scary for Casey.
No.
Casey, no, it's 9:21.
I don't take it.
Come forward, Sasha.
Left one side. Deliver through their doors. Carefully pack the cave. Bold, bright, red and blue. Then there's a nicely different bouquet. Now with £10 off your first order at BlueandWild.com. Make their day blue with Blue and Wild.
Killer Clown, Bendy, Slenderman, oh, Granny.
Brand new How to Get Away with Murder. Starts Wednesday at 9. Play Witness.
Let Sky Cinema add some colour to your summer with a rush of block-rocking premieres. Get ready for a summer full of colour on Sky Cinema.
I call this martial arts move the remote control Snapple. Handy one to have in your back pocket. Try it out when watching the whole series of Warrior in one go. You can do that right now.
Back again.
Right between the eyes, almost broke my heart. Very much said he had a stomach so much, like his wife was in the hospital. I got my bench, you know what I did? No? Yeah. You're not even paying attention to me, right? Hey, Angus, I miss your cute butt. Gross. It's 5 19. The last 24 hours. You want to tell me about Big Cindy? Or should I be worried? I already told you. I mean, no. Why? Bro, seriously. I'm bored. It's not. I'm not to polish off the baby, whatever they are. You know how I know my string yet. Just close your mouth.